morning everyone, and welcome to my fall morning routine. Fall mornings are here, and this honestly, like, summer is always my favorite because I love being warm and the sun does something for my mental health, but fall really just is like the cherry on top. Like, I really love fall. Anyways, as you can probably see, Theo has the zoomies because we just got back in from a walk, and that's just what it's like having a puppy, and particularly a boy. Theo gives such boy vibes. Like, his energy is nonstop all the time, and he will play with you forever. Like, he will not stop. I wanted to show you guys what I do for my mornings, and maybe just send a message to you guys when it comes to mornings that it's inevitable that your morning routine is going to change, and that's okay. And to give yourself some time to figure out your new rhythm for the fall season. I feel like sometimes we try and fit the same routine applied to every single season, but I feel like that creates a lot of unnecessary like dread and things being like really hard when they don't need to be. Change obviously is going to feel a little bit uncomfortable, but I think that if we can just adapt to the seasons changing, I think it can definitely just allow us to be overall happy, which is what my goal is. I just want to be happy, okay? I don't want to be doing things in the morning, noon, night that I'm completely dreading. Now, one thing that I'm having to adjust is it being really dark still when I wake up, and it's only going to get darker for longer. But something about mornings being dark also makes me want to come inwards a lot more and sit down and journal and think about ideas and or just get really cozy. So if you're feeling like it's daunting that it's dark in the morning, just remind yourself that it is a literal reminder from Mother Nature to slow things down and come inwards instead of feeling like you must rush through the day, get up and go very quickly. Even if that's what you need to do, you can still have like a cozy vibe to it. So I woke up around 6:30. That's a typical time that I've been waking up at. And it is dark, like I said, but usually by the time I get up, I have my probiotic, I take some water. It's kind of like the sun is rising a little bit and it's like pretty warm right now. And the first thing I like to do is take Theo for a walk, because if not, then he's just, like I told you, with the zoomies and the energy, like he just needs to go outside. And sometimes it's a little annoying because I fully live in a construction zone now. Like, it's actually crazy, but guys, I'm gonna be moving, okay? We'll probably share more details like as the months go, but in December I'm gonna be moving, which I'm like really happy about. And wow, he's literally chasing his tail right now. The best part about him having zoomies though is I know that he's going to have his morning nap like right after that. So anyways, that's going on behind me. I don't even remember what I was saying, but anyways, I like to take him for a walk, and then I like to eat. Wow. Honestly, he hasn't had this many zoomies in a really long time. Like, he has energy in the morning, but like, this is actually crazy. I like to make sure that I eat before I have coffee. That's a habit that I really like worked through this summer. And honestly, there'll be days where like I don't do that, but it's pretty far few in between. But what I've been doing is like literally, this is crazy. Okay, I'm going to feed him right now, and then I'm gonna show you what I've been making for my new like fall morning breakfast, which makes me excited to eat, because I think that's another thing is I have gotten completely sick of basically every single food item, and that's just because I'm a creature of habit. But we've changed it up, and I'm gonna show you guys what we are both gonna be eating. So Theo has become a very picky eater. I kind of think that it's because of me, because I really only give him his kibble with his food that I make mixed in. So if he doesn't have it, he doesn't really like it, but that's fine because I want him to have like real food, like, you know, some more nutrients than just the kibble, even though the kibble that I use is really good quality. So anyways, I make these little protein balls. This has ground beef and I think sweet potato in this one. And I just switch it up like every other, not every week actually, because a big batch will last me more than a week. I will heat them up. I don't typically love to put it in the microwave, but it is what it is. Once that comes out, I put a little bit of bone broth and mix it in. This is actually great because it's already cold, so it kind of like instantly cools the food down. And then I just mix it up. And I've been trying out some of these little like food toppers. This is also from Open Farm. So I just crush up a few of them into the food. And then right now I'm trying out this raw mix that he tends to like. He actually doesn't mind it at all. And then I just mix it up, and then I just put it in his little feeder bowl, which is kind of like a little dirty on the sides. Don't mind that, but these are actually great bowls, and I got them from Amazon. Honestly, I didn't know how good the like dog products and stuff would be on Amazon, but I cannot complain. For anyone who doesn't know, these little slits here just make it so that he kind of eats his food a little bit slower. Honestly, he eats it really fast anyways, like even with this, but it does slow him down a bit. Also guys, I have a promo code for Open Farm. I will link it in the description. I forget exactly what it is. I think it's like you can save $25 on your order or something, but I'll have it linked down below if you want. This video is not sponsored, but I do work with them on Instagram, so I figured I'd just share the code with you guys if you're interested. Okay, so for my breakfast, which I'm obsessed with, and this is so versatile, is having either overnight oats or regular oatmeal, sometimes even a yogurt bowl, like a little bit of yogurt with stewed apples that I have made. So I just made this batch last night. I basically just put some oats, some almond milk, the almond milk that just has like literally 3 ingredients. And I actually don't typically drink almond milk a lot. Like I don't put it into my coffees. I like to use regular milk, but I find with recipes like this, I might as well just use the almond milk. I put some chia seeds in here. I put some protein powder, just like vanilla protein powder, like a little less than a scoop. And I filled it up until basically the top because the oats really like take on a lot of that almond milk, and then I let it sit overnight. Now this is a lot, like obviously I'm not gonna eat this whole thing, so I'm just gonna put it maybe in this little jar so it's nice and cute. And honestly guys, I don't like having too much of a big breakfast. I think that's also because I like to go to the gym in my mornings, and when I'm done the gym, that's kind of when my appetite is like super big, and then I find the time to obviously like eat more food. So I feel like I have 2 breakfasts these days, one small, and then I'll have my coffee, and then after the gym I'll have like, I don't know, however I'm feeling. Not every day is the same, and I would highly suggest you follow those rules for yourself. Like, you do not need to eat the same thing every single day. So anyways, this is what it looks like. I actually added a few apples within it just because honestly there's extra in here. So I'm just gonna scoop it in. I'm making this look really pretty because I want to take a photo. I don't really know how this is gonna come out, but I figured I would try because, you know, YouTubers, we need thumbnails. We do need to have you guys kind of see what's gonna be in this video. I'll probably not eat all of this. Like at this point now I'm just taking a photo, but I would have stopped at that one right there, but I think I'm just gonna add one more. Yeah, like I'm definitely not gonna eat all of that, but just being transparent, we need a photo. Okay, and then the star of the show. I stewed these apples on the stove. Doesn't take very long at all. They are so good. So I just cut up 3 apples. I put some butter on a pan, like a frying pan, and I threw them in. I really just cooked this on like medium heat. And then I put some cinnamon, a little bit of maple syrup, and a little tiny bit of water, like kind of like, I don't know, 3 tablespoons of water. I don't measure things, so sorry about that. And then I mix it all up and I cover it until probably it's like cooked 75% of the way through. And then I take off the top and just, you know, stew it around until it's done. This is so good for your gut health because when you cook apples like this, it releases this chemical. I don't know if it's actually chemical or not. Honestly, I don't know. It's called pectin. But either way, it's really good for your gut health, and cooking down anything essentially will be easier on your digestion, which is also good. I have IBD, so I'm always thinking about how to support my gut health all the time. So this can last for up to like 5 days in the fridge, even though I'll probably go through it like way quicker. But like I said, I'll add it onto my overnight oats, or even if I cook my oats, like the warm oats. Honestly, I'm not eating warm oats right now because it's still a little warm out. So I'm just kind of milking summer for all we have. Also at nighttime when I have my yogurt bowls, lately I've been adding this with a little bit of granola, and it tastes so good. It's just so fall. Like I am so here for eating seasonally. It is the best. Like, I just highly suggest these small little tweaks in your routines will help you feel like you are moving with the seasons of life, which I just think is so fun. When you're eating the same thing you ate for summer, all summer, it kind of gets a little boring. So I just really like this. So again, I'm just gonna add some of these on top, and maybe I'll add a little extra for the photo. Oh my gosh, does this not look so good? Like, I don't know what else to tell you other than that is perfection. And this is fall. This is fall. So I'm gonna eat this, and then what I like to do is usually just like watch a vlog or something. So right now I've been really obsessed with watching Molly May. She's just such my comfort vlogger. She's so funny, and I just love her. I always have. So I'm gonna watch her, and then I will make my coffee, and that is when I like to journal. And then when I journal, I usually like to do a little bit of work, and then we will convene, do the gym thing, and yeah, we will just convene after that. Welcome to quite literally my favorite part of my morning, and that is my coffee. So I figured I would just show you guys what I put in my coffee, because I get asked on Instagram quite a bit what I put. And by the way, if you're not following me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram, because I post on my stories like every day. So I use A2 milk, and I basically put half of that. Not like the full thing, of course. I don't know how, like I don't measure things, like I said, but I do like half that, and then I use this grass-fed half and half cream. I just like having cream mixed in with my milk as well. It just gives it obviously like a creamy taste. So I do that basically until it hits that like top part of the little frother thing. And then I always add in some collagen. This is the one that I like because you cannot taste it. And I just feel like so many people will be like, oh, like, yeah, I put collagen in my coffee. This is the brand that I'm using. And then you get it and it tastes like shit. Like, you can taste it. There's something about it. You can taste it. You can't taste it in this. So I always put it in here just because great health benefits. Why not put it in my coffee? Sometimes I feel like it's a little bit of a placebo in the sense of like, it makes my coffee a little bit more like bulletproof for my gut health, even though it's totally fine to have coffee. Like, truly, I am super fine with coffee. And then I put it on the frother, and right now I just have my coffee sitting in my French press. I'm just gonna press it down once this is done, which takes like about 2 minutes. Honestly, I feel like when I move, I'll probably get an actual coffee maker or something, or like an espresso machine, we'll see. But for the time being, I just use my French press, and then I use a little bit of raw honey. That's how I sweeten it. And guys, like, the star of the show, can we just take in this mug for fall? Like, this is what I mean. Like, small things like this really just signal it is now a fall morning routine. It's not a summer morning routine. It's not a winter. It's a fall morning routine. I got this mug from Winners, and it is so cute. It was only like $6 too, which is perfect. So I'm gonna make this and then journal, and then we will reconvene. Also, I did eat basically all of that oatmeal. So this is just your sign to, again, listen to your body. Hello and good morning again, because it's still the morning. So I had my coffee, which is like my favorite thing, to have my coffee in the morning and journal, and also like go on Pinterest and stuff, which right now I'm obsessed with my fall Pinterest board. Like, Pinterest just gives me life. It really motivates me. It's like my morning dopamine kick. Instead of scrolling on social media and like watching what other people are doing with their lives or consuming content in that sense. I mean, I guess that is consuming content, but I do think it's different. The Pinterest girls, they know, okay? I love going on Pinterest, especially during the fall or when I'm like wanting to manifest something new. So if you want to follow me on Pinterest, you can. I have a lot of boards. Some are private, but some are public. So if you want to like get the good vibes, I like reading quotes and things like that. I actually shared a quote on my story and it says, "No more repeated cycles. It is time to grow," which amen to that. Anyways, I journaled this morning. Right now, okay, I'm gonna explain kind of like how I journal, which I'm literally creating a journal series to bring to you guys that will help you and like teach you some of the ways that I journal and like bring you guys through the process. But I feel like I journal in cycles essentially. Like I have weeks where I'm in one mood or typically in one mood, and then there's weeks where I am like more lower mood, like high or low or whatever. And so I find watching the way that I've journaled for years and years and years and years and years, I am a journal girl through and through. But with that, I typically go to a few different methods when it comes to journaling. So right now I'm in my like gratitude era slash really thinking about the future and just being happy about life, which means when I'm writing the things that I'm grateful for. I'm writing the things that I'm excited for. I am just very inspired. So that's typically what my sessions are looking like. Sometimes I have deep, hard emotions that I need to express and let out. So I do a practice that I call emotional release practice. And that is also very good for your mental health. There's times where I feel like I'm beating myself up a lot, or I am really falling into my perfectionist ways. And I like to have a practice where I'm kind of like giving myself more grace, forgiving myself for the things that I'm shaming myself about, like, oh, I didn't do this right, or I crossed the boundary with myself here. Like I'm really pouring into myself because that's important as well. So anyways, that's kind of like what I do when it comes to journaling. Is I find myself like going to one practice for maybe like a week or so, and then I'm in like a new vibe or a new mood. So that's the vibe that I'm on right now. And I think I'm gonna start an email list. So I don't know when that will be started, but I will post it like everywhere on my social media, because when I have that, then I will also be able to give you updates when I'm going to be doing the journal series, and also just like anything else. I was thinking like maybe I should do like a monthly newsletter or something to kind of get everyone all excited for like the new month and different things that you can reflect on and like journal prompts and things like that. Regardless of if you're going to get any sort of like journal guide from me, I have a book if you're new, which is on the shelf, that pink one. I also currently have digital guides, and they're for like your inner child, abundance mindset, things like that. So if you're interested, everything will be in the description below. But anyways, I always take time in the morning to essentially do that, and not every single day is the same, which I think is very key when you are trying to be somebody who journals or writes. Like it's a creative thing, it's a flow energy thing, it's a mood thing, it's an emotional thing. It's not like every day let me write 3 things I'm grateful for, or let me write 3 things this. Like this is why I really can't, like I don't stick to journals where it's like the prompts are set in place for you to answer every single day, because that's just not how my brain works. And I think for most people that's just like not really how things work. But I understand the importance sometimes of like prompts. You need prompts sometimes, which I'm going to be giving prompts for each method that I'm going to be like bringing you guys through. It's going to be like a guided visualization as well. So anyways, excited for that. It'll come out when it comes out. I'm just like creating and writing it right now, and it will be digital as well. So everyone can like have instant access to it. All you'll need is like something to write with. Anyways, after I do my journal session, I do one of 2 things. Sometimes if I am in this like creative energy, or I feel like there's a lot on my plate, I will go and do a little bit of work. Or if nothing is on the forefront of my mind, I don't feel like I need to like get something out, then I will go right to the gym, or like right to doing some sort of like actual movement, whatever that looks like for the day. So today I had like I have a lot of things to do. I feel like the past few weeks have been really busy when it comes to the podcast, and I have projects that I'm working on. I'm doing my YouTube channel and like brand work and things like that. So there's constantly back and forths happening. So I just wanted to check off just a few things off of my like today to-do list, and I knew if I did that right after my journal session, then I would feel a little bit more calm to be able to go into my workout. Because I don't know, for you guys, like I understand the not working before you like do your whole morning routine and stuff. Like I wake up and I don't check my emails as much as I possibly can, but there's just some days where like I need to get that thing done before I do other things, and I think that's totally fine, and that's why my morning routines will never be the same. So I did that. I worked for about an hour. That's what I usually do, and so that brings me around 10 o'clock. That will be like the latest that I will go to the gym. It's a little bit later because I'm also filming this and I'm chatting in between, so typically I'm in the gym like around 9 by then, but usually I've done like an hour of work or whatever the case is, and then I just get ready and now I'm going to the gym. And so right now I'm actually wearing this. I've been waiting a long time to wear this. Like I got this Lululemon, what is it? Align, Define, I don't know, I forget, but I will link it if I can. Jacket. This is like in a olive green color. I love it. It is so nice, and this is a different quality than the black one that I have because it's a little bit thinner, which I got in the summer, but I just never wore it. I don't know why. I think this is just giving more fall for me, and now I feel like I can wear it because it is a little chilly, but it's still not that hot. So I'm gonna wear this, and I have this top. This is also from Lululemon. It is so nice. I forget the name, but I can link it. And then my leggings are just from Aritzia in the Butter collection line. I promise you, the Aritzia leggings, the Butter line is the best. It's so good. Now when it comes to the gym, I'm typically doing ladder workouts, which this is not sponsored by them. I have worked with them in the past, but it's honestly a great workout app. And it basically just has like workouts that you can follow with a personal trainer, and you can like add or like connect your Spotify to it, and you can watch them as they do the workout. This is like one of the coaches that I'm following. What's her name again? I think her name's Maya or something, but regardless, like you basically just have this on your phone and your music is playing and you just follow it. I just love it. And she does like a mix of Pilates and strength and things like that. So on the days that I just want to get into the gym, that has just been so helpful for me. I just feel like I'm not necessarily in a season right now of really structuring all of my workouts, my weightlifting and things like that, because I love to weightlift. I used to be a personal trainer, and I used to be like super like way more into the gym than I am now. But this season of my life, like I just want to have a good balance. Doesn't mean that I won't go back to programming my own workouts, but I just find like if I am not doing the things that I am telling myself that I need to do, something needs to change. And yes, you need to push yourself, but sometimes like it's just maybe the goal is just like not aligned to where you're at in your life. And I feel like during the end of summer, I was really trying to stick to like my own programming and like, okay, 2 to 3 times a week, go into the gym and do your weightlifting. But I was just so bored with it, and I felt like it was taking so long. I just dreaded it. So I was like, you know what, let me just do the ladder workouts because that will be quick and easy and I'll be able to get it done. Sorry, my camera died, so I had to switch the battery. Yeah, so that's what I've basically been leaning on during Monday to Friday. I just try and do like my active hours for the most part, Monday to Friday. Not every single day is the same, and I don't always go into the gym. Like sometimes it's just like a really long walk, or like a Pilates class with a friend, which I try and do during the weeks, like I just did actually yesterday. So with that said, it is Thursday and I am sore everywhere. So I am actually just gonna do a 12-3-30 session on the treadmill, basically just walking on an incline for like 30 minutes, listening to some music, just getting out my energy and just sweating. Like that's all I'm about right now, is just moving my energy, it doesn't even matter like what my workout looks like. I just wanna move and I want to sweat. So that's what I'm going to do. Listen to some music, and then I'm just going to do a bunch of stretching. I'm not going to do anything crazy today, so I don't even know if I'm going to really like film anything, but when I get back, I will do my skincare and my hair. Well, we'll see what we're doing with my hair, because I have another Pilates, or I don't even know if it's yoga or Pilates or something tonight for an event that is also why I'm like, hey, let me just like chill on the working out because I'm gonna do something later. I'm gonna go do that, play some music. You can also follow me on Spotify if you want. I have a lot of good playlists as well. I'll link that down below. And yeah, let's go get a sweat on. Post shower and gym. I feel so much better from my workout as always. And I was just thinking when I was in the shower how important it is to take some time, and it doesn't even need to be a long time, but take some time to do the things that just make you feel good, regardless if it's quote unquote productive or not, because not every single thing on a moment-to-moment basis in your life needs to be productive. And I was talking about this in my podcast episode that will be live on Sunday, on how just because your day is not productive doesn't mean it's a bad day. And I feel like I really struggle with that sometimes, because if I'm not like optimizing every part of my day, or I feel like I'm behind on things because I'm spending time on self-care, or even going to the gym sometimes feels like it's not like being productive enough, like it's crazy sometimes, and then I'll think that like it's not a good day, and it's really so not true. So I'm doing my best. Honestly, I've really been trying to work through this all summer to understand that not only is it not a bad day if things aren't super productive and you're not like moving things forward in terms of like work or making money or whatever the goal is that you have, but also a healthy life, a full life requires you to put your energy and time to other things that are not just productivity related or like work related or anything, right? Like even like, again, like your one goal related thing, like your relationships matter, your friendships matter, your self-care matters, your routines matter. And those things will take you from, you know, doing like an all or nothing mindset when it comes to locking in with eating or fitness or work. And obviously there's different phases of our lives where we're more locked in than others. I feel like in general, I'm locked in, but I'm locked into having a very balanced and healthy life. So I'm really stressing the importance to myself that not only is being tunnel vision on my goals important, but also making sure that I'm really being intentional and taking time and putting it towards my routines, regardless if it takes a little bit of time. Or even in the shower, I was doing my deep conditioner, I was doing like my hair mask and like brushing my hair, and sometimes I even want to rush through that. Like I'm always wanting to rush through things. It's like that requires time and effort. I always think about how I used to get out of the showers and I would skip putting on body moisturizer like all the time because I'm like, oh, it takes too long and this, that. And that's just like a non-negotiable now. Like I always put on moisturizer and like do my skincare and things like that. But I think that there was a point in my life where I was really just trying to like rush through everything, and it doesn't need to be like that, or it shouldn't. And I think for fall, this is the time. Like we are going to continuously have what it feels like longer mornings because they're typically darker, and at night, depending on where you live. And this is the time to just, you know, do your hair mask while you're watching a YouTube video, or if you're listening to a podcast, go organize your closet or do things that really will make you at the end of the day feel a lot better in your day. So with that said, this is basically the end of my morning routine. I just, like I said, did some hair care. I put in my Honey Miracle Mask by Thank God It's Natural. And guys, okay, this is gonna be like a rant for like hair and skin and stuff. So recently I've been going back to using hair grease, which if you know, you know. Our moms would put this in our hair when we were younger. If you have curly hair, if you're mixed or like a black girl, woman, you probably know what this is. Or if you have a child who has my type of hair, which is like very curly, then you probably know what this is. And my hair was always the best when she would use this. And I feel like on social media, it's been very demonized. Like it's, some people say it's not good for you, this, that, but then there's the whole like argument of actually, wait, this is good for us. Anyway, I've been testing it out because I'm just like so over the way that my hair has been feeling. I feel like my hair feels, or has been feeling like really dry and stuff. And so I have been making sure to always detangle my hair, condition it, things like that. Like that's a fine routine. And then I use some leave-in. Like right now I'm just using the Love Your Curls. And then I usually put like some sort of gel, like the Inner Sense gel in my hair. And it's nice and it works and it's a great product, but I still feel like my hair is always feeling like dry, and then sometimes you have the cast on your hair if you have gel in your hair. That's typical, but I just want my hair to feel very moisturized, and I find my hair does best when I do like hot oil treatments. Like I can just feel my hair moisturized. You just know when your hair is moisturized and when it's not. And so what I've been doing is I already put the leave-in conditioner in. I'm gonna wait for my hair to dry a little bit, and then I've just been brushing my hair and sectioning it. Usually I just do some 2-strand twists and just keep my hair back into like little braids if I'm not doing anything, or even if I just like want to have a ponytail or a, what is it called, bun back or something. But I put this in my hair and it seals in the moisture. It just like makes my hair feel so much better and it lasts longer. Like I feel like my when Theo yawns, he makes those noises, so sorry about that. I feel like my hair lasts longer throughout the week in terms of it feeling moisturized and like oiled up and things like that. So anyways, this is what I've been using. So I'm gonna keep my hair like this for a bit until it dries, and then I'll do it. I have an event later anyways, so that will be fine to do. And another thing that I've been recently on, even though I'm still on my Miracle body butter, this is such a good product. I put that on my like bikini line or anywhere that I've shaved. But guys, I got influenced to get the Fenty Skin body butter, and I will tell you that it's actually really good. Like obviously, but you know, sometimes body butters don't do what you think they're gonna do, and I'm like a snob when it comes to body butters. And this one I just like when you put it on your skin, like you see it's like white for a second, but like then it goes away instantly. That is the best. When a moisturizer, obviously like a lot of them are white, right, like the cream color, when you put it on your skin and it takes a long time for you to get it in your skin, I hate that. This just goes in so well. Like it's such like an oily but still moisturized texture. Like it's not too oily and it makes your skin look so good. So anyways, I'm obsessed. I put this all over my body, and this is gonna definitely be my go-to. And this now just makes me feel really excited for fall, because I feel like I look forward to like little products that I buy myself or I get that make me feel really good about self-care. And so when I was in Sephora and I was thinking about should I get this or not, I'm like, you know what? Yeah, you should. You should treat yourself and get that. So that's what I put on my body. And for my skin right now, I am out of this Drunk Elephant cleanser. I've used it all summer, so I need to get a new one. And then I use the Laneige Cream Skin. I always forget the name of that. And then I'm using the Elemis Pro Collagen Marine Cream, which is really good as well. It's kind of like a gel moisturizer vibes, and I love it. So I feel good. I feel ready to do more work. And what I typically do is like I do my morning routine, and then I either am filming for the podcast, or if it's an editing day, I'm doing editing, or short form, I'm either editing, which I'm going to be editing a brand deal today, or filming for short form. And if it's not that, usually that's like typically at least 3 days out of my week, 3 to 4 days. And then the other days are usually like maybe if I need to go run errands or do something, that's typically what I'm doing. And then around like 6ish is when I really am so proud of myself. I just am done work. Like obviously if something needs to be done like ASAP, then obviously I'll do it, but realistically nothing needs to be done. So I just get into a full mode of a night mode. Like I am done work. I gotta walk Theo, right? I gotta make sure that I'm eating dinner. I clean my space. I look forward to my shows or any YouTube videos that I'm like watching, like kind of like my daily shows. I will get into bed also early. Like I make sure that everything is done basically around 8:30, and then I am heading my ass into bed so that I'm asleep before 10. So I think maybe I will film my like fall night routine, because I can also show you like some of the things that I've been making for my fall dinners. That's another thing that I'm so excited about, is making more recipes. I feel like in the fall and the winter time, that is the time where I feel motivated to make more recipes and things like that, so that will be fun. But yeah, that's about it. I just wanted to make this video to maybe inspire and motivate you guys to, first of all, get up, watch this video if you need some motivation to like get into some sort of routine, but also make it yours. Understand that the seasons change every year, so your routines are going to change and you might need to give yourself a little bit more time. Also, around this time is great to give yourself some grace, because I don't know, it's like the season of grace and slowing down and trying to romanticize your life. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.